Hey, what are you doing? Are you watching my YouTube video again? Alright, well, now that I have your attention, I guess we'll just have to go over something now, won't we? Okay, so I guess I'm going to go over some advanced things with Werewolf Online that maybe some of you people have not thought about. We're gonna go over how to get some double XP. We're gonna go over how to get some gold in an easier way. We're gonna go over how to kill that stupid Cupid every time you're a headhunter, and you're like, why do they make Cupid a headhunter target? And some other things. Now, the first two tips, they're only going to apply to people who have a computer. So if you don't have a computer, go ahead and skip to the next part of the video. I'll put a little timer thingy, whatever. Okay, so the people who have a computer, right? Get BlueStacks. Just do it. All right? Listen to me. Get it. It's awesome for many reasons. One, you can play Werewolf Online on your freaking computer. Isn't that cool enough? All right. Two, you can have your Excel spreadsheet right there like you always see me in my videos. It helps a lot. Now, to the tips. The double XP. For those of you who didn't think about it, yes, you can play Werewolf Online on your computer the same time you're playing on your phone. And yes, the XP will count for both games. So I will show you that in a video coming up. But to knock out the second tip, basically the same theory, right? You can do the add wheel on a device while playing on another device. So you don't have to dedicate any of your time that you would normally spend playing the game doing the add wheel. You can just get more games done. This will allow you to get more XP for your quests, get more gold for your quests, or get more gold to buy roses, or whatever, right? Do the freaking gold wheel while playing a game. Play two games at once, even if you don't want to fully pay attention to one of them because you're stupid loudmouth and you hate that stupid role. That's how I feel, right? At least you're loudmouth and you can sit there and glance at the screen every now and make sure you don't have to vote anybody and you can dedicate your time to the other game. So, play games in both. And I'll show you an example right here. Alright, now, my next tip is use the shit out of snippets. I'm telling you, use freaking snippets whenever you can. And I'm not saying you have to actually have the damn snippets. Fucking lie, okay? If you are a werewolf and you're being called out, instead of just saying, oh yeah, that person's headhunter, I'm whatever, loudmouth. No. Say, that person's headhunter, I'm loudmouth, here's some snippets, and then spam two snippets that say, I am loudmouth or whatever, right? I would recommend what you do is either A, you find your snippets for your favorite roles that you like to claim all the time, right? Like my general go-to, if I'm a werewolf and I get called out, I like to claim I'm sheriff, as long as, there's one undiscovered RRV, or I'll try to claim some common role that someone hasn't called out, like loudmouth. Even though normally I'll die the next day, it can sometimes buy me an extra day. But find out what their snippets are, and either custom make snippets for those roles, or B, paste them in an Excel spreadsheet if you're playing on the computer, right? That can help a lot. Not only can it help you save you when you're a werewolf, but if you're seer and you're trying to prove you're seer, it can prove you're seer. Also, if you're jailer, make that person give you some snippets and really fast, right? There ain't no reason they can't give you snippets. Another thing about snippets is you can custom type stuff, and this is where the next thing comes in, is killing that stupid Cupid, right? So the only way I've ever been able to kill a Cupid, and I've done it like 3 or 4 times, and sadly I've not caught it on camera yet, is I make the snippet, and I have my finger hovering over it, and I'm waiting to see if my target is Cupid. And if my freaking target says something like, good luck couple, well now, while he says good luck couple, half a second later, I'm pasting this half a paragraph on, good luck my beautiful couple, let your wings fly and soar in the wind for love and go fuck yourselves or whatever, right? Now what's going to be more believable? Even though he said it first, right? Mine's a lot longer. So normally people will believe me because mine's a lot longer. And then after you paste it, just immediately be like, whoa, wait, what the fuck? I'm Cupid. Who are you? Right? So that's another thing. Now, I would not recommend doing that if Seer calls out a werewolf, because then they're just going to lynch the werewolf and someone's going to check you or the other Cupid and find out that you're a headhunter. But, I mean, you can go for it, and then, you know, maybe you'll just win as a villager, or maybe you'll get lucky and they'll lynch Cupid. But that's the only way I've discovered to kill a Cupid, other than, maybe late game saying he got turned accomplice and people don't know you're a headhunter, or just going with the flow if other people say he's accomplice. But yeah, that's my tip for killing the damn Cupid. Another thing that I want to address is stop the skin hunting, okay? Just because someone has a nice skin does not mean they are good at the game. They're just flashy, okay? I highly recommend what you do when you're trying to kill people on the first night is click on the little thingy showing where all the people are and look at their levels. You will see me doing this in like all the games I play. If you ever play with me, you know I do this. For everything I do. When I couple people, I couple the two people with the highest level. When I am marksman, I make my target the guy with the highest level. If I am Doc, normally I'll try to save the guy with the highest level, or I'll go for 11. It kind of just depends. If the person in spot 11 has a really flashy skin, then I'll go for 11. But other than that, always go for the highest level. And the reason why is because that person with the highest level has been playing this game longer than everybody else. So, if you're a werewolf, right, that person is probably going to end up being a pain in your ass. They could be loudmouth, right, a stupid, useless role, and they are going to be a pain in your ass because they're going to be sitting there marking down every single person who's good, and they're going to be spamming the chat 279 12 13 24. Good. I'm just kidding. But they're going to do it, and it's going to piss you off, right? So go for the person with the highest level. And vice versa. If you're seer or marksman, the person who's higher level, who's a werewolf or bandit, they're going to be smarter about who to kill and, how to lie about what they are. So that's why you want to eliminate them as fast as possible. Another tip for all of you werewolves or you random killers, right? A problem that I see a lot with you guys is you just kill whoever you think you should kill, right? That's not how you do it. Because the big downfall of being a werewolf isn't getting checked. It's process of elimination, right? Because you can, sure, go kill jailer, gunner, med, whatever, all those roles that no one knows who the hell they are until they use their ability, right? But then what's going to happen is the seer's checking these other people and, okay, well, so we have these 5 people dead. There's 3 werewolves left in the game, but I've checked 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. They're all good. That leaves these 3 people who haven't been checked, and there's 3 werewolves. So, yeah, those 3 guys are the werewolves. So what you need to do is, if it's convenient, kill the people the seer has already checked, right? And definitely check, if you're a werewolf, check the people that are a check. Because a lot of times the roles are unknown, but some of those roles that you really want to get, like Doctor, who show good, if you see the aura say 6 is good and you don't know who 6 is, check 6 the next night. There's a high possibility they're going to be a Doctor. And then kill the damn Doctor, because guess what? Now the person they thought was good is gone. Now they have a new person, 2 is unknown. Okay, the unknowns you can, kind of leave alone because you can use them later. But go for the people who are verified good. Even Cupid. And you know what? Everyone thinks Cupid is useless, but he's not. Because guess what? If he's in a couple, or if his couple's alive, that dude is going to be deadly when it's down to the last 6 people. Because now he's got 2 other people voting with him. And if one of those people is a werewolf, well, now he's got the whole werewolf team. Or if that person's a bandit, they got the accomplice, right? So killing Cupid isn't necessarily a bad thing. And another thing, If you're a werewolf or a bandit, try not to kill the random regular villagers because they are going to be your saving grace a lot of times. They are the easiest roles to claim versus loudmouth or med, And everyone always goes for med. It normally doesn't work. Um, I've honestly had more success claiming Cupid than I have med because, like, in a last ditch effort, down a process of elimination, it's me and one other person. They don't know who. There's 4 people. If they get the wrong person, then it's game over for them. Werewolf wins. And then they're like, well, this person was verified good, and 5 is Cupid. I'll come out of fucking nowhere and I'll be like, whoa, wait. When did 5 claim Cupid? I'm Cupid. When did he say that? I never saw him say that. Sometimes it works. Some protection roll tips, right, for BG and Doc. Now, these are personal preference, I think, so you don't have to follow these to the T, but this is the way I look at it, right? So if you're Doc and you get lucky and you block a hit on the first night, you should probably protect that person again. And the reason why I say that is because werewolves are going to prioritize a med over seer. And on top of that, they are going to expect you to protect the seer, right? So they're not going to immediately go, okay, there's a Doc and there's a bodyguard in game, let's attack the seer. Like, that's not how it normally goes. If they do, then they're stupid. But say, for instance, you protect 11, and 11 is med. Well, you know what's going to happen? They're going to think that you're going to go protect the seer, and they're going to attack 11 again and kill the med. I literally had that happen like two games ago. I was very upset. So protect them again. I wouldn't say keep protecting because then they're going to think like, okay, the Doc's just on this person, let's kill seer. But you could probably save them an extra night, which would help a lot. As for bodyguard, right? Personal preference. Remember, don't protect someone on the first night, right? And the reason why I say this is a couple reasons. One, you might protect a werewolf from getting killed by a bandit. You basically just wasted a hit. You might protect, maybe the werewolves check and they see loudmouths and they decide to go random and then they go to kill Cupid. But then you took a hit for Cupid. All right? You want those hits to be for the important people like Seer or Aura or Spirit Seer. So you don't want to waste those hits on Cupid or a loudmouth, and especially not a fucking werewolf. All right? So that's my thought process on it is don't protect the first night. Fortune teller. Again, personal preference. Don't give cards out on the first night. Because how many times have you given cards out on the first night and you're like, hey, I gave cards to 13 and 16, and then 16 goes, 1 good, I'm seer, and 13 goes, good luck, my couple. Well, now you're just completely useless, right? So normally, werewolves aren't going to kill you the first night if they don't have a card, right? They'll check you and they'll be like, well, I don't have a card, so I don't care about fortune teller. Maybe someone else got a card and we can use that against them, right? And then next day comes, you look at the chat and you're like, okay, these 3 people were verified good, these 2 people are seer, this person's Cupid, this person's headhunter. Sweet, now my pool of 15 other people just went down to like 8. And then you could give 2 cards out to those 8 people and then just say who you're going to give them to before the day is over. That way, if you die, well, Med's got it. For being Red Lady, I know it is common practice to say, I am going to visit X tonight. Okay, cool. You're going to visit 8. Awesome. So everyone knows if you visit 8 and you die, you're dead. So let's say 8 is Med, and I know you're going to visit 8. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill that fucker. I'm going to kill 8. Because then I'm going to kill you too. And it's going to be great. If Med is alive, don't say who you're going to visit. Just visit someone. And if they're good, say, 2 good, 8 good, whatever. And if you visit them and they die, then tell the Med the next day. It's not that big of a deal. Unless, you're very unlucky and the Med gets killed the very next day. And at that point, I guess you might as well just start cheating on the game and then just, get a friend to play with you and you can tell them through Facebook. I mean, that's how most people do it. I'm kidding. Don't fucking do that. It's really annoying. Some telltales that you should know. to discover some werewolves. These aren't always accurate, but they are accurate a lot of times, right? Put your place, or put yourself in the place of the werewolves that are in the game, right? So, let's say there's a shadow werewolf in game. First night comes around, no werewolves have been discovered. You know, and definitely, especially if the med's dead, you know that shadow werewolf is going to want to activate that ability and kill the seer, right? But the seer hasn't spoken up yet. He hasn't said anything. Maybe he saw someone good and he's like, I'm just going to play it safe and not say anything. And then you see someone like, who is seer? Who is seer? It might just be an innocent person asking who seer is. It could also be the shadow werewolf wanting to know who the hell seer is, so when he uses his ability, the other werewolves know who to vote. So just keep that in mind when it comes to the shadow werewolf. Another thing to look out for, and like we just talked about with the red lady visiting people, if you see someone asking, hey red lady, who are you going to visit? They're probably a werewolf too. You know how many times I've seen that happen where someone's like, hey red lady, who are you going to visit? And they'll be like, I'm going to visit 11. And then they visit 11 and 11 gets attacked and they die. And then, you check that person later and they end up being a werewolf. It happens all the damn time. All the time. With Bandit, it's common practice to convert somebody that is already known good. The issue is people expect you to convert someone who is confirmed good, right? That's why a lot of times bandits will go for Cupid or they'll go for Headhunter, right? Now, you should still convert someone who's been checked, but not someone who's so obvious, right? Don't convert someone who's been revealed by a passy. Don't convert Cupid or Headhunter. Just convert some regular person who is just confirmed good. 13 good. All right, you need an accomplice. Good 13. Good. GG. Another thing, and it's kind of messed up, at the same time it's a tactic, and hopefully your accomplice realizes this, but say you get an accomplice the first day, and y'all are doing good, right? And day 3, day 4 is rolling around. Most of the people left alive have been checked, and you still have that same accomplice. It might be best for you and your accomplice to get your accomplice killed. The reason why I say this is because, day 3, most people have been checked. The only people who haven't been checked is, maybe 1 or 2 other people, and then you and your accomplice. Well, what's going to happen now is either A, they're going to check your accomplice, and they're going to say, don't kill the accomplice, find Bandit first, and then they're going to find you the next day. Or B, they're just going to find you and kill you, and then they'll find your accomplice the next day. But if you get your accomplice killed, 1, that makes you not look like the bandit, because you're saying, hey, I think this person's accomplice, and then they lynch them and they end up being accomplice, right? But now you have the opportunity to convert someone who's already been checked good, so then while the seers are checking those people who haven't been confirmed good, your new accomplice is just over there killing people. So that's my tip for Bandit. Now for any other RK roles, right? And I think it's just a mentality thing from always being werewolf, how you're always wanting to kill the seer. You want to leave those important roles like seer and spirit seer and aura to the werewolves, right? Because that's going to be their focus. You should be eliminating the rest of the village that is not important, that you do not think the werewolves will go for. Because I guarantee you, if the doc dies from getting lynched or something, or accidental shot from the gunner, and you know that the seer is free game, and you try to go kill the seer, well, guess what? The werewolves also just try to kill the seer. Now you both killed the same person when you could have killed someone else and gotten 2 kills. So, leave those important roles to the werewolves. The only time I would say change that is, say if there's an aura and a seer alive, and there's no protection, well, the werewolves should go for the seer so you could take out the aura. Unless they're stupid and they go for the aura as well. but they should go for the seer. So leave those important roles to the werewolves, please. Now, another thing about random killer is you need to also kill werewolves. They are not your friends at the end of the game. They will sell you out at a heartbeat. They might sell you out in the beginning of the game. It's not really smart on their part, but a werewolf seer might check you and be like, oh, cool, he's a serial killer. And then the werewolf seer gets found, and he'll be like, well, this person's serial killer, kill that guy, so only one villager dies. Dick. So, they aren't your friends, but they are. You need them to get kills, because you're not going to kill the whole village by yourself as an SK. But if you see that there's like 8 people left in the game, you're one of those 8, or I guess 9 people, because 8 would just be a tie. There's 9 people left in the game. 4 of them are werewolf, and the werewolves are like, SK, vote seer, or vote this person. Don't do it, because guess what? You're going to vote that person, and then it's going to be 4 werewolves versus 3 villagers and an SK. And then they're going to kill one of those villagers at night. Right? So you need to keep the werewolves less than the amount of villagers. Right? That is what you need to do. Something else you should do is you should try not to be suspicious. Now, when I say being suspicious, I mean different things. One, not saying anything the entire game, which I'm guilty of because sometimes I just don't feel like fucking talking. But not talking makes you seem suspicious. Also, any kind of defense in the slightest of someone who's bad will make you seem suspicious. What you should do is, even if you don't have anything important to say, just bullshit with people. Make yourself known. You know, if you can make people laugh, that's great. Because if you can make the seer laugh, do you think the seer is going to check the person who's making him laugh? Do you think the seer is going to check the person who's being his buddy in the game? Like, eventually he will, yeah, but normally not first, right? Now, I'm not saying give a bouquet of roses out every single day. No, that's stupid. But, you know, if the seer has a nice outfit, you could be like, hey, seer, or hey, 12, that's a really cool outfit. Yeah, whatever, you know, just bullshit, whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as it takes his attention off of you, because you complimenting his outfit and you sitting there being quiet, he's going to go after you if you're quiet, right? And the counter to that is you should also look for people doing that. I don't know how many times I had no idea who was bad, and then I see someone send out a bouquet of roses, or I see someone compliment someone's outfit, and I get curious, and I check that person, and they end up being bad. So, watch out for the counter on that. Yeah, I think I covered enough tips in this video. I just wanted to keep you guys entertained while you came to, you know, see what the hell I was up to. So, I guess I appreciate it. But you guys can leave now, because I'm going to go do something else. Like, get some double XP or get some gold while I play. So, go mind your own business somewhere else. And like and subscribe. Thanks.